Welcome back, folks. I have your latest home prices and insights for the Peel and Durham area for week ending February the 2nd, 2022. Have you been paying attention to the prices? Insane. Now, for across the GTA, prices are going up. They're going up everywhere. The appreciation is really hard to believe. However, for Brampton, Mississauga, Ajax, Pickering, Whitby, Oshawa, all of Peel, all of Durham, it seems way more intensified. Prices are appreciating more in these areas than any other part of the GTA. When we see this happening, it's just natural. People thinking about how high can they go? I'm wondering that all the time myself. I wish I had an answer for you that could be, that's it, that's the answer. How high can they go? I don't know. At what point are buyers going to back off and say, this is nuts? At one point, is the government going to do something? At one point, well, we know interest rates are coming. Is that going to be the factor that turns the market around? Who knows? Well, we know we can expect a rate increase in March. More likely than probable, our first rate increase is going to be this March. What's that going to do? Well, we're going to see. But man, I can't help but think what happened to us back in 2017. Do you remember? Well, we lived it. We were, obviously we're realtors then. We're realtors now. We're realtors then. And we lived it and we experienced that. And it's okay if you've bought and sold and the market shifts, because it really has to come down a lot to chew away at all the gains over the last year or two. But the problem lies in if you've bought and sold, and so you have an agreement of purchase and sale in place, accepted agreement of purchase and sale, and the market shifts before closing date. If the market is going up, let's say you bought at 1.9 and the market is going up, no problem. Most people are needing a mortgage to buy, so you bought at 1.9. The bank does an appraisal before closing date. They want to see the value of what you buy. And now prices for your same house are $2 million. They're $100,000 more. So the bank's like, no problem. It's safe, and they give you the money, and the buyer gives the money to the seller gets theirs, they go on, and everybody's happy. But the problem is, well, you bought at 1.9. Well, what if the market goes the other way? And now a home similar to yours sells at 1.8. Well, the bank, just before closing, does an appraisal. And they look at this and go, oh, prices, you paid 1.9, but the value is 1.8 now. Well, the bank is still prepared to give you money, but based on the 1.8 value, and they'll tell you that other 100,000 difference you need to make up for in cash. And most buyers don't have that kind of cash sitting around. This is where the problem lies, and we saw in 2017 lots and lots of people run into a big financial problem. It's a mess. The buyer cannot just tell the seller, oh, we don't qualify for a mortgage anymore. We did 2 and 3 months ago when we bought it, but now that we actually need to pay for it, we don't qualify anymore. So, oops, sorry. Seller's not going to let you off the hook that easy. You as a buyer have a ton to lose. But the seller, they based their move because on that purchase price. The seller said, oh, we sold for 1.9. They turned around and bought a home. Well, the home that they bought, those sellers of that home turned around and bought a home. And it's a chain reaction. Everybody needs this deal to go through for all the other deals to go through. Everybody gets sued left, right, and center. Nobody's going to get let off the hook that easy. It's a financial problem, a legal problem. It's a mess when the market turns and you're caught in the middle. How do we prevent it? Well, we can't prevent the market from not turning it. The market's going to do what the market's going to do, up or down. However, the thought process is that we can be more careful. Now, when you're selling a house, for sure, one of the biggest motivating factors is how much can I get? Everybody knows that. But as listing agents, we also need to be careful. Yeah, how much can we get, but is it safe? Is there security? Are we confident in those buyers actually being able to close, even if the market shifts? And there's things we could do to represent our sellers properly, to make it a safe agreement, a safe purchase as much as possible, so that in the event that the market does change, and at some point it will, our sellers, our clients are protected, that they're still going to be able to close. Happened in 2017, I guarantee you. I don't know when, but it'll happen again. If you feel this information can help anybody you know, please pass this video along. Let's get into the crazy number now for Peel and Durham. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. If you feel this information will help anybody you know, share the video. And if you want to talk to us, anything at all related to real estate, it's really simple. In the description below, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's good for you, and I'll know ahead of time this way when we're going to chat, and I'll make sure I'm available, and we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Let's get into the numbers. Now, I talked about earlier about prices, what if market comes down? Look, it will happen. I just don't know when. Let's talk about condos for Peel region. We sold 89 condos last week. None of them were at $2 million or more. Average sold price is sitting at $690. Now, $690 has come down a little bit from the record set the previous week at $722, but you're not going to really feel much relief with it being at $690, because $690 is the second highest price we've ever had for for Peel region condos. Just a year ago, we were sitting at around $550,000. We're now at $690,000. $690,000 is 29% higher than last year's average sold price. And I know it's easy to think, well, it's average sold price, you get a few higher sales and average sold price goes up. Okay, so let's look at the median price. Median price is sitting at $671,000. Average price is $690,000. Average price is 29% higher than last year's average price. Median price is 28% higher than last year's median price. So it doesn't matter how you look at it, price for condos has gone way up in Peel region. Of the 89 that sold, 92% sold at list price or more. So if you're looking to buy a condo in Peel region, prepare to compete. You're going to be competing. You're always competing. Whether there's multiple offers or not, you're always competing with other buyers. Well, this is in your face, straight out competition to buy a condo in Peel region. We listed 100, a little bit higher than last week, a little bit higher than the previous year at the same time. Months of inventory is sitting at 0.1. It's almost safe to say there's no months of inventory here. It's condos go up, they get sold. The only reason we have an average days on market of 7 is because even if you want to buy it on day one, sellers are saying, no, we are waiting. We're going to wait 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, and then corral all these offers together and sell it that way. Let's look at the detached market. We've got Mississauga up here at 1.8 million. We've got Brampton in orange here at 1.656 million, and we've got the Durham region, the Burgundy, at 1.483. Now, all these markets, the detached price, average price came down, some more than others. Let's look a little bit closer, but I can tell you now, you're not going to feel much relief that prices have come down. So here we go. Mississauga. We sold 50 detached properties in Mississauga. 12 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price has come way down from the previous week to 1.8 million. Now, 1.8 million, if we just take out the last couple months, 1.8 million is the highest price we've seen in over a year, barring the last few weeks. 1.8 million is 20% higher than last year's average sold price. And when we compare it to the median, well, average sold price is 20% higher. Median price is 26% higher than last year's average sold price. Of the 50 that sold, 84% sold at list price or more. Listings went up a little bit. We listed 70, which is up from last week, but still lower than what it was a year ago. And months of inventory is holding steady at 0.4 months of inventory. Very tight. Let's look at Brampton. Crazy what's happening in Brampton. We sold 82 detached properties across Brampton. 13 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price came down by $2,000. So the previous week we broke a record at $1,658,000. This week we're at $1,656,000. So there'll be no relief in the fact that average sold price came down 1 week to the next. A year ago we were sitting at 1.2 million. We're now at 1,656, which is a crazy number, 41% higher than last year's average sold price. So it's easy to think, well, average sold price is so high because of these expensive properties. Okay, well, average sold price is sitting at 1,656. It's lower actually than the median price. The median price is 46% higher than last year's average sold price. Median is sitting at 1,678. Crazy, I know. Of the 82 that sold, 99% sold at list price or more. I want to know who's that one person that held out so we couldn't get a perfect 100%. We should look that up, give them a call, say, hey, help us out. 99%, that's all of them. 153 were listed, which is up from last week. And months of inventory is sitting at 0.3 months of inventory. Days on market, the average is 6 days on market. Let's look at the Durham region, and I'm using Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby as my Durham sample. Well, across those three areas, we sold 67 detached properties, 3 of them at $2 million or more. Average sold price came down a little bit from the previous week. It's now sitting at $1,483,000. A year ago, we were at 1,153, 1,147, 1,150,000. We're now at 1,483,000. Compared to last year, there it goes. Sorry, my clicker froze for a second. Compared to last year, that's 30% higher than last year's average sold price. When we look at the median, they're virtually the same. Median is sitting at 1,480,000. Well, average sold price is 30% higher. Median price is 34% higher than last year at this time. Of the 67 that sold, 96% sold at list price or more. That's going to feel like all of them. We listed 76, and the months of inventory is sitting at 0.2, unchanged from the previous few weeks. When we look at the overall months of inventory, I can't even fit the numbers inside. There's only one, Brampton. It went up a little bit by 0.1. So, you're looking at 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1. It's incredible the amount of appreciation going on in the way prices are overall increasing over a short period of time. Have an awesome day. Stay safe. If you want to reach us, really simple. In the description below, there's a link to my calendar.